Hi guys, it's Mandy from Mandyleeplays, and in this video I'm going to share with you my pickups for the last 3 months. I usually do these in 3 months increments because I don't really buy a lot of games to really do it by month, and that's a good thing. I only collect games that I really want. I don't just collect games just to collect them, and I don't really want to go past the limit of my little shelf over here, and I really want to try to keep it that way. Alrighty, now that that's out of the way, let's get on to the video. Please hit that like button if you end up liking the video. I would appreciate it, and subscribe if you like videos like this and many more, especially when it revolves around JRPGs. Okay, now on to the first game. The first game we have is Ys Memoir: The Oath of Fangala. Now this game did come with a day one edition. Pardon me, it's actually called the refined edition, but it's kind of like a day one edition. I didn't have to pay extra for this edition, so that was really cool. But what's inside? So the first thing is a soundtrack. It's called Ys, The Oath of Fangala Sound Memoir 2010 through 2020. Now I honestly don't know what to do with CDs when they come in collector's editions because my PC doesn't have a CD player, nor does my car. So the CDs I get just kind of sit there. So I really don't like editions that come with CDs for that fact alone. Now I could just buy a CD drive and plug it into my computer, but I don't want to do that either. So yeah. The next thing it came with was a microfiber towel. It has one of the main characters with her little kitten. It's adorable, honestly. Next we have some little postcards with some art. It's a group photo with all the characters. And here are some more. And here we have a little cat girl drinking some tea. Can't get more anime than that. And here's one of the main characters. Very nice, very nice. And lastly, I don't really know how I feel about this, but it came with an acrylic standee display. The main problem I have with the acrylic standees is basically they're really bulky and take up a lot of space, and they're pretty fragile to put together or to move. But seeing as I got this one for free, I'll give it a pass. I'll probably put it together for some b-roll so I can show you guys. But overall, it's a really nice day one edition. But anywho, let's talk about the actual game because I did beat it. This game released for $47, and honestly, it's a really good deal. Ys Memoir: Oath of Fangala is a remaster of the original Ys Oath of Fangala, which came out in 2005, I believe. It is a very fast-paced 3D platform style JRPG, and honestly, I really loved it. It's a very short game. It ran me about 15 to 16 hours for the whole playthrough. Not only is the gameplay really addicting, it's also really short, and I find that really refreshing, especially coming from all these games that last hours and hours and hours. Oath of Fangala just got to the point. It wasn't there to give you this grand adventure. It was just a purely fun game. The plot is not that complex, but it suits the game really well. And it's a nice pickup for anyone who's interested in the Ys games, and if you're looking for a fast-paced action-style JRPG. But yeah, I really enjoyed Oath of Fangala. It was surprisingly refreshing. Next game on the list is Knights of Azure: Bride of the New Moon. I got this game for $49 on Amazon. It was published by Koei Tecmo and developed by Gus, and it came out in 2017. I don't have the first game in the series, which is called Knights of Azure, but I hear that the second one, you don't really need to know much about the first one, and I'll get around to getting it another day. So the reason I bought this game is basically because it was developed by Gus, and if you guys don't know, I love Gus games, especially the Atelier series, so I really want to give this series and other Gus game series a try because I just love how they make their games. Also, this game has a very emo style aesthetic to it. Other than the aesthetic, I don't really know that much about the game and the story because I want to go into it mostly blind. All I know is that it's an action style RPG adventure where you battle demons and level up, and I will for sure let you guys know if it's a good game. Next game I got is Sweet Conan 1 and 2 HD Remaster. I got this game for $49.99 at Best Buy. This is the day one edition, as it says on the top. The day one edition comes with some money, in-game money, fortune orbs, and prosperity orbs. The games included is Sweet Conan 1 and Sweet Conan 2. Sweet Conan 1 came out in 1995 and Sweet Conan 2 came out in 1998, both for the PlayStation. I love the whole retro classic remaster vibe that's going on, mainly because I don't like to play a lot of retro games when it has a lot of the retro jank, and most of these remasters completely removes them, and plus they're on newer hardware, which is easier for me to get. I did a worth the buy for this game, so shameless plug for that video. If you want to check it out, then please go check it out, would appreciate it. But for now, I'm really loving this game. I haven't played much, unfortunately, mainly because I have too much other games on my plate. I really love this package. You get 2 games for the price of 1, and they're really beloved classics that I unfortunately never got to play growing up. I mean, the first one came out in 1995 and I was about a year old, so there's that. But I can't wait to see what all the hype is about and to really dive into this series. Whew. Next game is a very exciting game, and I am currently playing this, and that is for Atelier Yumiya, The Alchemist of Memories and the Evasion Land. Man, this title is just outrageous. So I got the Switch copy physically because I collect all my Atelier games on the Switch, and I wanted to add this one in there. Although fortunately enough, I was gifted a early review copy for my PlayStation 5, and that's the one I'm currently playing on. This is just for collecting reasons. I don't normally do that for a lot of my games, but since it's an Atelier game, which is one of my favorite series, I had to pick up a physical copy. Alrighty, so this one is pretty exciting, mainly because I love the Atelier series. I did a whole video dedicated to that, so another shameless plug-in for that video. But I've been enjoying it so much, especially the exploration, guys. The exploration is so fun. There's a lot of things to look for and to collect, and I just want to explore every nook and cranny. As for the story, now that I've gotten deeper into the game, I will say for an Atelier game, it's doing a good job. As for the gameplay, especially the combat, it's a bit wonky. Like, I kind of like Rise's gameplay a little bit more, and I've really grown to really love the alchemy. So yeah, guys, I am really enjoying it, if you guys couldn't tell. Now to the next game, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I've started this game, and it's a bit overwhelming, not gonna lie. It's a very open world game, and also there's a lot of things to it, but I will say I've been enjoying it so far, and it's one of those games where I want to take the time to just dive into the world. So when I start finishing off some of the games I'm playing now, I really want to dive deep into Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's different from the mainline trilogy, I'll say that, and the difficulty is certainly there, but I feel once you get into the groove of the game, it'll probably be a very fun adventure. As for the story, so essentially Earth became a war-torn planet, so they sent a bunch of cryostated people into space to find new planets to colonize, and one of those planets is Mira, and that's where our story takes place. So the White Whale, which is what they called their ship, lands in Mira, and a ton of people get scattered in their cryopods, but the people who didn't get scattered laid down a new land called New Los Angeles. That's such a bad name, but okay. This being a foreign planet, there's a lot that needs to be done, especially defense against the wildlife of the planet. The gameplay is a lot like the original trilogy, so if you know that, you're probably gonna grab the gameplay really fast, but if you don't, there's probably a learning curve. This game is one of those games where you're gonna be here for a long time. There's a lot to do, a lot of side quests, a lot of main quests, exploring Mira. It's so big, and not gonna lie, kind of overwhelming, especially with the amount of games I have on my plate. Now on to the PlayStation 5 games. First one is Monster Hunter Wilds. This game is wild. I had to make that joke. But yeah, I have the steelbook, which is very pretty, honestly. It's one of those steelbooks that are made really good, and I love that they have a sleeve so it could blend in with my other games. I just love that. Switch steelbook cases don't do that, which is a shame. I really love this game. I really love this game. I've beaten the low rank quest story stuff and a little bit of the high rank quests. So essentially, I'm just waiting for them updates. Most Monster Hunter games are better when it's all updated and there's all the content in there. And I feel like a lot of people are hating Wilds for being boring because they just zoom past the game. What do you expect? I admit it, I zoomed past the game, but I'm not here whining about how boring it is, because I know the more time that passes, the more better Monster Hunter games become. So you just gotta wait. Anyways, sorry, that rant aside, I just been enjoying this game so much. The graphics of this game looks really nice, though there were times where it looked kind of sus, especially them pop-ins. It happened multiple times, especially towards the end, but I don't really care about that stuff. As long as it's not a big glitch or bug, I really don't mind. Speaking of big glitches and bugs, there was one where the monster just kept running away from me. Every time I got to it, it just ran and ran and ran. And when I encountered it, there was no background music. And that's a clear signal of a glitch. So I had to restart it and it started working again. But that was weird. Anyways, the story is a bit all over the place, but overall it was a decent story for a Monster Hunter game. But they definitely need to improve on some stuff. Now for the gameplay, what everybody loves Monster Hunter for, I love it. I use dual blades, and a lot of people say, oh, dual blades are for weenies or people who don't know or brain dead people. And I'm just like, dual blades are for people who like to have fun, who don't want to worry about charges or valves or ammo. They just want to hunt the monsters. So dual blades is a good weapon. I will stand on that hill, even though I get mocked for it, but that's okay. Now the next game I got is The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2 Deluxe Edition. I mostly got this because NIS games tend to low print when it comes to their physical copies, so I try to get them when I can, because if you wait long enough, the physical copy could be very expensive. And no, I haven't started the Trails series. I'm actually waiting for the Trails of the Sky remake to finally lock into the series, because I tried to start with Cold Steel, but then while I was playing it, the remake for the first game came out and I was like, okay, I'll just wait till that one. There's a lot of games I have to go through, and not gonna lie, this series is pretty intimidating, but I hear nothing but great things and I know that I will love it. I just have to start the process of playing them. And the next game we have is Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven. I played the demo for this game and I absolutely loved it. It's kind of one of those unique playstyle games, so it doesn't really run like your typical JRPG. I haven't started it though, and I don't know when I'm gonna go around to playing this, but I'm definitely gonna play it. And I really don't know much about the Romancing Saga series, so I'm glad to get into that series when I play Romancing Saga 2. The last game I want to mention is Tales of Graces Remastered. I did do a first impressions for this game, so I streamed it for a bit, but I put it down because of other games. But I am really excited to get into this game once my time is freed up, and maybe even do it as a stream series. If you would like to see this as a stream series, please let me know. But yeah, I love the art style. It has a lot of flowery, girly vibe to it. A little bit like the Atelier series art style, with the dash of Sailor Moon or Revolutionary Girl Utena. I really want to get back into this game as soon as possible. I haven't played a lot of Tales games. I actually only played one, which is Tales of Arise. So I'm itching to tackle another Tales game, and it's probably going to be Tales of Graces. Alrighty, so that is it for the video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I know that was a lot of games and I usually don't buy a lot, but March was just wild. Please tell me what games you got in the past 3 months or even further. I would love to hear it. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you like this video and want to see more of these videos, then please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 10k, so it would be very much appreciated. If you like JRPGs and all that good stuff, which if you made it this far, you probably do like JRPGs, then you will love this channel. Without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and as always, play a good game. Peace, peace.